It's Friday! And it feels like Friday. Mostly because my wonderful, lovely, adorable little kitty, Ash, decided that she wasn't going to let me sleep last night, so I feel like death, which is an accurate feeling of how I usually feel, Friday nights, usually, but, it's Friday morning. So we are waiting in today for some deliveries. As far as I know, we've got one already, which is that. That is a box full of very, very thick cat rope. And the cat rope is going to go around the small apple tree outside so that they can scrat at it and do general cat things outside that they want to do. Anyway, they like the rope. It's a sienna rope. Cheaper version of hemp, basically. It's much cheaper than hemp, but it's like a natural plant rope, so it's good for the cats. It's the same stuff we've got on the cat tree stuff. If you buy it like really, really thick, then it lasts a really long time. Buy the thin stuff, and cats' claws can kind of just like rip through it, and then it dies a very, very painful death. So today's plan's kind of gotten derailed because I've had no sleep, which means I've got no energy, so I can't do the kitchen or anything like that. It would just be an absolute disaster. I mean, I tried cooking and all that happened was I stood in front of the fridge and nothing was happening. So the idea is my mum's gone off to deal with Amazon because we have 3 different accounts and they all need to be merged together. Complicated as all hell. We've been trying to fix that for years, years and years. So she's finally just gonna ring them and deal with it. And then when she's done, I think the plan is we're going to go to an antique centre. Now there is one in Cardigan, or there's one in, is it Newcastle Emlyn? Might be a bit closer than that. Anyway, so we can either go to the antiques town that we went to before, where we got our my barrel and the cannons and stuff, or we can go to the one in Cardigan, which is a little bit closer. We've never been there, so I'm thinking to go to the one in Cardigan first because we're planning on getting fish and chips as well. I mean, it is Friday, but the last time we ordered takeaway in, it took so long. What was it, 2 hours, 3 hours, or because they got lost and then they had to go back and remake it, and I was just oh, we're not doing this again. So now we go out for takeaway, which is probably good. It encourages healthy movements. Yeah, but we've just got a delivery of paint we're waiting for, so to be honest, if that doesn't turn up by the time Mum's done Amazon, then we're just gonna leave a note at the front door that says, this is Bont, leave it around the back. Because the biggest reason we don't do that at the moment is just because people don't actually know this is our house. The sign hasn't turned up yet, much to everyone's annoyance, but they are hand making it, and it is coming from the middle of England, so it's going to take fucking ages to get here, which is fine. It's fine. It's going to look really nice when it turns up. But yeah, that's the downside of living in the middle of nowhere. If you don't have a house that links up to Google Maps, then technically you don't exist. So we are that one house that just doesn't exist on any map. It's a nightmare for deliveries and service people, but it's great for us. So yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny having to describe where we live to people. It's just oh yeah, go as far as Google says and then carry on. And you need this house, see this person, look for that car, then turn left, then turn right, and it's okay. I've had to do that so often now. I mean, we did it with AO, and they got it straight away. Amazon got it pretty good as well, but yeah, DPD had a right mare with it. It's we don't know where you are. It does not help that there is apparently, it's a town or a little village called Bont. So a lot of them have been going there, getting lost and going, hang on, there's no bridge here. This is not the right place. So no, it's not. Even though it has the same name. But yeah, it's kind of funny. It is really funny. Yeah, so antique shopping tends to be, I think that's kind of what's on the cards today. Our builders aren't here again. Yeah, they're with the well, one of them's having a baby, so it's yeah. We kind of knew this was going to be up in the air as the due date gets closer and closer. So, you know, all power to them. Good luck to them. It's fine because it gives us a bit of a breather anyway. It means we can go out. Deliveries notwithstanding, but yeah, because I'm so knackered today. I'm just like, nothing's happening. Because that kitchen really does need painting, but I just can't face it. Like, you know, I look at a bedroom and I can just rip everything out and get started, but a kitchen, I don't know. My head just turns off for the kitchen. It's like, okay, it's a space. I cook food in there. Mum makes tea in there. Boring. Boring. Yeah, tends to be how I feel. Get excited about bedrooms for some reason. It's like, yes, I can design a bedroom. It's designing a space, isn't it? But yeah, everything has to happen in an order. Everything has to happen in due time. Oh, we found the water stop tap today. It was hidden under all our boxes, so we've had another rethink about where things are going in the kitchen because we didn't know we had that tap. So it's like, oh, okay, we actually have plumbing in place for the dishwasher and another sink without having to stress about it. So Mum was kind of doing like check a trade for a plumber that's going to come hopefully immediately because we're getting a bit fed up with the one we've chosen. But you know, middle of nowhere again. It's the one she called was like 3 hours out, and he was like, huh. He just laughed. He just laughed at us over the phone. He's like, I can't do that, love. I can't. 3 hours, even if you pay for petrol. That's no. Just no. And I was like, you know what? Fair enough. We didn't realise you were 3 hours away. Fair enough. So yeah, we're kind of dipping our toes in to see if we've got any other options than the plumber we've currently got. We've got a quote ish. It's this consistent ish that's about it. Me and my mum just don't get on with that. It's, if you're coming to do some work with us, come and do some work. You know, we'll pay you for your time, and you'll be paid immediately. Like, that's how we are. We just require you to turn up and do your job. You know, we don't like umming and ahhing. And if you can't turn up, then, you know, be honest about the reasons why. You know. Tends to be how we are. I don't like wishy-washiness, and I don't like people who are unreliable, so. But yeah. I try not to like jump on people like that when I can, but you know, if you've promised to do something for me and it's 3-4 weeks later and nothing's been done, then I feel I'm well within my rights to be a bit miffed at that. But I am from Bradford, and when you want a job done in Bradford, it gets done like that. It's a city. I am used to that. So I think we both are, to be fair. But we knew when we were coming for like quiet life that, you know, it was going to be difficult when it comes to building and stuff like that. And we knew we'd taken on a project. So, yeah. I mean, the shed needs building as well. I don't think that's something me and my mum can do because we need the foundations building, which is something we definitely can't do. And we need like the areas mapped out and stuff. We are due the other shed at some point. The other shed's my workshop, so kind of excited for that. I'm trying to think what else we could do today. Just because if this Amazon thing takes absolutely hours and we won't be able to go out. It's a nightmare that everything shuts at 4, but because I didn't sleep last night, it is actually like 12 o'clock. So I woke up at like 11:30. I've madly slept in. That is mad for me. But yeah, so if she can't sort Amazon out before like 3, then we need to think of something else to do today. So I'm probably going to put the cat rope around the apple tree if I can find the staple gun somewhere. Pretty sure that's how we did it. Or we'll have to go up to Wickes to get some glue. Not sure. We'll see. Yeah, it'd have to be outdoor glue because it's going outside, so we'll see. As I said, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, and then it's what else can I do? It's outside. Oh, better outside. I think, to be honest, we could probably do some of the weeding. We've been putting it off because we get a lot of words at the moment. It's, you know, you want to do this first and then do that, or do this first and do that, and there's an order to do things in. And it's like, I get that, but at the same time, there is nothing that annoys me more than when I have a job to do and I am waiting. Like, does that annoy anyone else? It's just it's like the way I've always been. Like, when I was given like an assignment at university, I did it the same day. And if we got more information the following day, I would then redo the assignment with the additional information in. I've always been that way. I did it at school as well. Like, I just am. I don't mind redoing a job, but I just hate waiting. Like, I really hate waiting, especially if I have like the materials to hand and I'm like, well, okay, so maybe it would be best to trim the grass first before pouring vinegar and salt all over it to kill the weeds. Or maybe I could just pour vinegar and salt over it and see what happens. That's just how I am. Oh, yes, something exciting for me. It might be like a rolly rise moment for everybody else, but it's something exciting for me. Yeah, we got the fly catchers out, so kitchen still echoes. We're working on it. Oh, right, hang on. That's where the tap is. So this is kind of like, this was where Joan's sideboard was going. That's Joan. She has a name. I don't know where the name comes from. She's just always been called Joan Sideboard. I've grown up with it, so she's Joan. Anyway, Joan's Sideboard was going to go there, but because the stop tap thing for the water is there, the dishwasher and the second sink is now going to go there. Which makes perfect sense, but that's fine because that clears up the end of the kitchen for like some actual tops for me to cook on. So yeah, that's great. So before I forget, I actually bothered moving. So up here is Venus Flytrap McGee. Now Venus Flytrap was actually on the floor in the corner, but we've put the cat poop box outside because cats are now starting to go outside. It was a hint to them, you know, to poop out. And they decided, in their infinite kitty wisdom, that if they couldn't access their poop box and it was raining, that the best place to poop was in their freshly potted Venus flytrap. So we had to move it. It's gone up there. But now I don't think I'll be able to show you, but there was Big Bertha in here. I called her Big Bertha because she was a big black spider thing. Now, Mum hoovered Big Bertha, and when she hoovered Big Bertha, I thought, okay, it's over with, it's done. Big Bertha is gone and dead and good. Big Bertha had a family. So there was the daddy one, which was outside. That was out on the outside window, and Mum flamethrowed that one. Thankfully, when I wasn't watching, she was just like, I know how to get rid of the spiders around the house. So yeah, I don't watch when my mum does things with fire. I'm just like, nope. I just want a hose pipe. But yeah, so yeah, she killed daddy one, and then there was like mid-intern baby one. Anyway, mid-intern baby one has been eaten by Venus flytrap over there. So yes, I walked in here, had a look, and saw the legs, and went, oh, you've eaten it. You've eaten that horrible big spider I didn't like. So, new best friend. This is how you get along with me. Kill spiders off me and you're on my good list for eternity. Yeah, so I really hate them. But yeah, you know, I suppose that's what a phobia is, isn't it, really? It's an illogical fear of things that you shouldn't really fear. Oh, that is a cold breeze. Oh, the window's open, that's why. Okay, interesting. Don't know why the window's open. yeah, that was kind of my exciting thing for the day. There's a box in here and it's covered in webs. Blech. Blech. Yeah. So, yeah. Today's kind of up in the air. I'll kind of just see what we do, whether we do anything at all. I dressed nice today, just in case we're going out. I haven't done my makeup yet. I don't know if I can be arsed. It's the one thing I promised I'd do this year as well. I was just like, this year I will take care of myself and I will put makeup on because, I don't know, that seems to come in the package of taking time for yourself. But I'm just like, I look eternally tired anyway, and in Wales, kind of people give less of a shit than people in Bradford did. So if I didn't care while I was in Bradford, why would I care when I'm in Wales? It's kind of the logic I ended up going with. It's so bad. I still do it on nights out, but I'm just like, it takes effort and it takes product. And I like my white eyeliner and it's going down so fast. I'm just like, yeah. It's so expensive as well if I want to buy some more. Like, if it comes out in tiny tubs. Like, why? Because it's white. You know, because I like odd colours. Nah. I mean, the purple one comes in the same size tub and it was like half the price. It's like, it's because people know white makes your eyes look bigger. It's a good colour. Anyway, that's some random makeup facts for people who care. I didn't even know it was a makeup fact. It was just something I found out as I used it. It's just like, black eyeliner makes me look dead. White eyeliner makes me look like I'm awake. If I put like that yellow tinged what is it? It's not concealer. Highlight like under my eyes, like it says to do on the packet. I look ill because my bags are so like dark because I'm tired all the time. But if I use like the darker one to like hide it and then put my foundation over the top, I look human. It's funny the things you find out, like when you just experiment in front of a mirror. And then you walk into a different room with a different type of light and you look totally fucking different. I'm like, oh, why the fuck did I bother? If I'm gonna look pasty anyway, I will be pasty. Or today, well, I just look like I'm red. Why? I mean, I might be tanned. Actually, I think I am. I think I'm slightly tanned. That's from all the sun. I've never had this much sun in my life. It's amazing. It is amazing how much sun we get here. Even when it's raining. Like, we had that thunderstorm yesterday. Thunderstorm in Bradford means full works, lightning, thunder, full on rainy season, lasts for hours. Thunderstorm here, it chucked it down for like 30 minutes. That were it. Then the sun came out blazing hot and dried it all. And then you get little pockets of rain every 10 minutes or so. And then the sun's out. And it's like, okay. That was your thunderstorm. And today it was supposed to be raining. Not a drop. Nothing. You know. But if you go like 2 minutes, what is it? 7 minutes? 8 minutes down the road to Cardigan? Chucked it down. And everyone says around here, you just don't trust the forecast. You open your window in the morning and you judge it on that. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what the weather is. That is it. It's great. Anyway, that's my morning ramble of pointlessness. This is how my brain works. At some point I will get round to doing my flaming room. It's a pipe dream at the moment. It's September. And I promised to be like back on filming in November. God, I can't see it happening at the moment. But a lot of things is happening in October. So I have to get through my birthday first. God, I don't know what I'm doing for that. I'll probably just go shopping. That's all I've been doing. Painting and shopping. Oh. Right, I'm going to make sure my mum hasn't murdered an Amazon woman. See how we're getting on, what the plan is. And if I'm actually going to get to go out today. Yay. we're back. We went antique shopping in the end. Didn't really get much. We were kind of aiming for furniture, so I went to a place called Antique Furniture. We didn't have any furniture, did it? She actually said that, well, they've just had the antiques fair, and I think that's why. It got so dark in here. Got a cat. She's adorable. She's very playful this morning. But it's like she's forgotten where the cat flap is. Anyway, so yeah, we went to the antiques fair. I would show you, but... God, it's dark. Oh, it's so dark. There we go. Give me so many lights in this corridor. It's going to get worse as winter comes. But yeah, I would show you, but my mum's decided to take it all apart. We basically got like a writing desk. I went into the echo room. This is just not working for me. There we go. Hi, you can see me now. Yeah, so we've got it's like an old like little writing cabinet that used to be in schools. Mum wanted it as a filing cabinet. I really liked it. I've got myself like a little ship's wheel with like a gauge in the middle of it. I think it's like a mariner's clock or something. I just thought it was cool. It was like £15. I was like, yes, I'll have that. Oh, and we got some like really cool like brass fireplace tools. I will show you guys eventually. It's just they're all in pieces at the moment. I'm like, oh. They weighed a ton, and I had to cart them all back to the car. It's something I didn't think about because in Cardigan, right, you don't really want to park off the main road, not if you're going to be there for a long time. You've got to choose like the public parking, and then you have to walk up the hill. So I kind of walked up the hill and over the road. Well, if you buy big pieces of antique furniture, they deliver for you. If you buy small bits and pieces, you have to carry that. And brass, oh my god, weighs. So, my arms hurt, but it was fun. It was fine. Yeah, we've kind of just been messing around for the last like 15 minutes. My cat's following me like everywhere. She's adorable. She wants me to let her out the conservatory, but we need to train them to use the cat door because that's the point of the cat door. You know, it logs how much time they have outside and when they're inside, so we don't stress about them. But with them hopping in and out of the conservatory door, the gym doors or something like that all the time, you have to do it manually. So I have to go into the app and just like, Walnut is out, Ash is out, Ash is in, Walnut's in. And with Walnut, he's literally every 5 minutes, in, out, in, out, in, out. I mean, Maple got into a bit of a fight last night with like what we think is a fox. So he's refusing to go outside, but he's hyper and he really wants to. So he does this mad dash around the kitchen honestly like a rabid animal. And then he got to the gym doors and it's like he just hit this invisible force field and he stopped. And then he turned around and do mad dash back around the house again. And then he'd look at me and like, meow. It's wide open, Maple. It's wide open. Just go outside. But he won't. The thing is though, there's a thunderstorm coming again. You can kind of feel it in the air. God, the weather around here is so weird. You know, I said if it said it was raining in Bradford, it was raining all day and it was depressing. Here it's coming at some point and it will last for an indeterminate amount of minutes and then it'll be over and you'll have the next weather pattern. It's like, oh, okay. It's kind of fun actually. I like how much it changes. But yeah, I mean, it's terrible for predictability. You never know what to wear. Like, I stuck with this dress today, which has done me alright. It's done alright. It was warm down, boiling when I was carrying the fucking stuff. And then it went freezing cold again. So, I mean, I've eaten ice cream today. Like, it got that hot, I could eat ice cream. And then all of a sudden it was like, bang, freezing. Oh, okay. Jacket's back on. Yeah, we've had a good day. Feeling a bit tired though. My mum's now bought a strimmer and the steamer. We're getting it at a local Screwfix, so we're just going to order it in and then drive, like, it's like a minute up the road and collect it. So I'm like, yeah, even we're not lazy enough to get home delivery from Screwfix that's a minute up the road. Like, there's a line and I feel like that crosses it. So, yeah. Once that gets here, which, I don't know, I think it'll take them about a week or two to get things ordered in, it'll be fine. But once that strimmer gets here, I will probably start at the bottom of the garden near the river. I just think it'd be wise to start bottom up. But we'll see. It's kind of my mum's area, is that.
I'll help her with the weed killer and anything that's like carrying and stuff, because that's kind of why I'm here. That's my job. Her back can't do it anymore, so I do it, which is fine to a point. I need to get stronger anyway. But yeah, no. I used to do like swimming and stuff like that, and then I let it all go, and I put on a ton of weight, and then I decided, like, after like I lost my job to you know the whole COVID thing, dreadful. So I went to my local gym, and I did the lifeguard course, because one thing I was good at was swimming. So I was like, oh well, there's a job going for local lifeguard. I'll just mooch on down there and try it out, you know. And I learned CPR from that, and I learned pretty much everything. I failed the course, unfortunately. I was what was it, like 3 seconds over the time? It was something like really small, but like everyone else was like miles under it. And then I was kind of like brought to one side, and he was like, you can do it again, you can do it again, you can do it again. And I was like, well, sure I could, but I only did this because I wanted something to do during, you know, the beginning of COVID. I was like, it's something to do. And I can still swim, which was the main thing I was going for, because I hadn't gone swimming since I started work. So that's like, it was like almost 2 years of no exercise, working an office job, and I'm sure people know you can put on weight so fast doing that. But I had because it was a Nuffield Health Centre, they do like blood tests and stuff like that. And he took when I did my test with him, he was just like, oh, are you aware you're in the obese category? And I was like, what? No, am I? Shit. Okay. So yeah, I picked up swimming again, and then I went on like this. It's kind of like, it's my diet. It's the way I do it, because I tried all like the fad diets, and I watched my mum do Weight Watchers and stuff like that, and paid like massive amounts of money to do it, and it worked, but she was miserable. And then I was like, well, that's not a good diet then, is it? Because it has to be something that you're willing to do, but also like in your worst moments you're still willing to do it. Like, if you hate it, then you're essentially like tormenting yourself for the rest of your life. Like, food's important, you need to enjoy it. So yeah, I did months and months and months of working out what worked for me, and I kind of got it down to, I have one main meal a day, so one totally carb, sugar fueled large meal. Usually at lunchtime. I have it before 4 o'clock, because anything after 4 o'clock, my body personally doesn't process it. So that's where I was keeping all the weight, because my dinner time usually, or tea time if you're that way around, was 6 o'clock or 7. But I wouldn't process any of that. My body was just like, nope, I'm holding on to that. That's storage for life. But if I ate before 4, then it gets burnt. So I was like, okay, I will have my dinner at lunchtime instead, and then I will have a snack at like 6 o'clock. So I gave that a go. For the first few months it was like up and down. So then I also knocked my breakfast on the head. So because I used to do like BLTs and stuff like that in the mornings, but yeah, it was kind of, I was maintaining whatever weight I was on, but I wasn't losing it. So I switched to having an Actimel yogurt every morning with my tea, and that's it. That was all I'd have. So it was like Actimel, very large meal, usually at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, snack at 4, and then another snack at like 6 or 7. And the snack would usually be like fruit, or if I'm in a bad mood, it'd be crisps, a bar of chocolate here and there. And then I'd try to keep like my alcohol down, so it's I drink once a week, and usually only up to like 2 glasses of wine, because that's my limit anyway. I try not to drink spirit, because I can down spirit way too easily. So, but I do cook with spirits. I put that in my food instead, so I still get the flavours that I like. Yeah, cooking with Cointreau is like one of my favourite things to do, because it really tastes like really orangey and sweet. It's really nice. But if you cook it through, it doesn't hold on to you. Like, it doesn't add to like the weight. At least this is on me. Like, don't take any of this as like official advice. It's just, this is what works for me. So I lost like so much weight doing that. But back to my original point I was going to make. I learned from the gym basically that I have like no like upper strength in my arms at all, which explains why I could never do rock climbing, or I used to do archery as well, amazingly. So that's like why my wrists are so strong, because I was doing that all the time. But like, you know, that muscle you use there to like push and pull things and like to lift yourself up and stuff like that, I've got absolutely nothing. So I have to work on that. And like the amount of stuff I've been carrying these days is just like, I really, really hope that's working, because like all my muscles are in my legs. They always have been, and that's from swimming. That's from just like constantly swimming all the time, or constantly moving or dancing, which I used to do, or back when I did gymnastics as well. I didn't realise it, but I was like drawn to things that used my leg muscles. But it's like I've always said to my mum, I mean, I can't like punch anyone worth a damn, but I can kick you in the face real good. I can do a roundhouse kick and it hurts. But yeah, I can't, like, there's just nothing in my noodles. These noodly little spindly things can't do anything. Like, my arm hurts from holding my camera up for this long. Like, I mean, it's seriously bad. It's really bad. So I need to, like, learn how to lift weights or something like that. But it's a bit like the dieting thing. It's like, you either love it or you hate it. And honestly, the only bit of exercise I've ever gotten on with, ever, was swimming. And it has to be, like, endurance swimming as well. It's why I love, like, the sea so much, really, because it's freezing cold. So you've got to, you have to get your blood pumping to get warm and keep warm. And the first thing I learnt when going in the sea, especially in the colder months, is if you want to acclimatise quick, you got to get your head under. Because if your head's one temperature and your body's another, you notice it more often. And that's what causes you to like go into full body shivers. So you have to get your head under the water so your whole body's the same temperature. And it's freezing cold. It kills when you first do it, but you'll acclimatise so much faster, and it just it takes the sting out of it. So now that is real advice. That does actually work. It worked for my mum as well, and she's got low blood pressure, so she can't swim for very often in the sea, which is a shame because I really do truly love doing it. But yeah, it's a really good workout when you're swimming against waves and currents. But obviously you have to be really careful. You have to know like the tide times and stuff like that. Basically, I have a general rule. If the water is still, then it's dangerous. If the water is moving, it is safe. And that is true. Because if it's still, it means the current is underneath, near the floor, and that's how you get grabbed and pulled out. If it's moving, then the current is on the surface, so you can see it and you can judge it. Yeah, I was taught that on the lifeguard course, but I did know it beforehand as well. I knew it from my dad and some other bodyboarders and the surfers that I used to go out with. So yeah, it is the general advice. And I think, what was it, the most dangerous times when the tide's going out? Is that right? Yeah, it is, because it's pulling you away from the beach. When the tide's coming in, it's pushing you towards it, so it's safer then. I don't know how I got onto this. This is just how my brain works. I go in like so many different circles, and then I'm just hopefully at the beginning where I started again. So yes, I'm hoping that lifting all these antiques is going to make my arms stronger. I think that was my point. Oh my god, look, I mean the blue's just coming out of my hair. I've just noticed that. Is that just my camera? It's not, is it? It's fine. I've got purple on under the blue. It's because I can't find purple hair dye. But, I mean, our only local shop here is B&M. So, yeah. Yes, I will show you guys the antiques eventually. Preferably when my mum has finished pulling everything apart to see how it all works. Because it's just how my mum is. When we put it together, it will look great. And then you'll get to see it. So, tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're doing. Yeah, our days are up in the air at the moment with the weather shifting and with me being so tired. Oh no, have I got hiccups? Oh no. So I kind of know what needs to be done. Like, we need the trees to continue going down got a bit of energy, to be honest. I think I've woken up, which is just odd because it's 6:49 in the afternoon. And I'm like, okay, this is where the lack of sleep has like caught up to me. I think that's why I sound a little bit manic, because it's like, I'm awake now. Here's all the energy I didn't have this morning. I need to get rid of it as well, otherwise I'll be up till like stupid o'clock in the morning. Oh, I can't game either. It sucks when I'm like this, because this is like when I would usually jump onto a game, but my computer's on the floor and I cannot tell you, like, if you sat on a bed that's on the floor and you're leaning forwards to look at a computer screen, it just kills. It kills your back and it kills your neck. It's horrible. And then I just can't focus on the game. Like, I did try, what did I play? That virus game. Yeah, I just whacked it on when we didn't have any internet connection, because I was just like, let's see. And honestly, I just couldn't do 5 minutes of it because my back was just like, ow. So yeah, I'd have to like get a bunch more pillows maybe and lean on my front, but I hate leaning on my stomach. I absolutely hate it. Don't know why. Just not a comfy position for me. Yeah, it's what it is, I suppose. So I can't really game without a proper table, and I don't have a place for a proper table anyway, so yeah, we'll have to see what I do when this room gets done. Oh, it really annoys me that this room's not done, but I can't rush a carpet delivery as much as I would love to. Oh yeah, we're going to update on the bath as well. Apparently that's also the end of this month. Yeah. Oh, and we've had a confirmation from DFS. So we've got 2 little chairs that turn into beds. They're for the twins, hopefully for when they come over. We are desperately trying to get this place done before Christmas, and I'm just like, oh, okay, there's so much to do and so little time to do it. But yeah, we kind of hit our first problem, I think, this morning, or first noticeable problem, because it's now getting cold again. The smell of damp is like really prevalent, because when the sun was out it was sort of slowly getting rid of it, but now that it's cooling down again, the walls are getting colder, all that moisture's coming out. So the living room this morning, oh, it smelled bad. And I worry because my mum's sleeping down there right now, so even more than ever I want to get this room done. But yeah, I can't. I wish there were a carpet store around here that I could just like nip over to and get one, but there's not. It don't work like that, unfortunately. The real kicker is I've got to do this for mine. I've got to do this for my carpet as well, and for the carpet for the sewing room and Carnelisa's room and my office, and it's wow. If it takes a month to deliver them, I mean, Jesus. But you don't want to order them early, otherwise you get the problem we have now. We have that spare carpet downstairs lying in the living room. It's on the living room floor. None of us can lift it. The only room it'll fit in is the office. It's downstairs. That room right now is a tool shed. So the stuff can't be moved out of there until the shed's been built. Oh, to be fair though, the removal of the asbestos on the shed roofs is the next job that they're doing outside for us as soon as the house roof is done. There's a couple more tiles and then it's finished completely. And while George Jr. is doing the tiles, I think Mandy's going to help us with the cutting down of the trees, and then we're going to move on to that shed. And the drive is being done as well. So yeah, we are getting there, but it's slow and it's methodical, and I have to learn to be patient. Not my strong suit. But if we get this steamer in, or this strummer, then I'll actually feel like I got something I can do, because, you know, I can't peel the wallpaper off any more than I have. Not with my bare hands anyway. I tried doing it with a tool, but like, honestly, when it's glued to the wall, it's just, I need a steamer. And to be honest, I don't really want to leave it for too long, because I said, as it gets colder, we get more damp. And it's like, I don't want to be steaming a wall in damp weather. I want to be steaming the wall in hot weather, while we still got the sunshine and it could dry fast. But yeah, we've moved the heater downstairs. It's this really shitty air heater thing that we've had since forever. It makes a racket, but it works, and it's hot, and it's lovely for downstairs right now, airing it out. Oh, my cat's outside, I can see him. So I've got a cat by my leg and a cat outside. He's adorable. Okay, I think that's my tangent for today. I'm walking back into the dark room. Yeah. That's kind of everything I wanted to cover. Today's not been overly interesting, and I'm not so sure tomorrow will be either. It depends how quickly Screwfix can get this strimmer and the steamer in. Might nip outside and make the rope for the cat tree. Depends. I don't want to do it on my own, you see. So me and my mum need to have the same amount of energy. She were up early this morning doing paperwork, whereas I slept until 12 like an absolute... I can't really label that, can I? Didn't get any sleep. It's just Ash walking all over me in the middle of the night, but because Maple had that fox fight, Mum got really, really worried about him, so yeah, we locked the cat flat last night just to be safe. It's on curfew mode tonight, so they can go out till 10 o'clock and then they're in for the night, and it'll reopen at 5 in the morning. We're trying to get them on a morning schedule because, to be frankly honest, as soon as the work outside's done, the workmen are coming in and the cats won't be happy if they're inside at the same time as workmen are inside. So I want them on a routine in the morning anyway, and it's just easier for them to see what's coming in the morning. So like none of the foxes come out, none of the bats or the stray cats come out in the morning. You know, it'd just be better. But you know, cats are like, you can't tell them what to do. They do what they want when they want to. Anyway, right, before I go around in another blooming circle, I'm going to leave it there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, where hopefully we have, like, a plan. Who knows?